Now we're going to move on to the new episode of Secret Invasion, which is episode 4, and I believe it's called Beloved. Yes. Okay, so spoilers, because we have to talk about something. We find out that Gaia is not dead. Because she was good. Man, this show isn't very good. It's not very
going
good.
Downhill.
One, it's called Secret Invasion, so
not secret.
It doesn't identify with any of the main characters. I mean, maybe they should have called it Nick Fury's Secret Invasion. Also, I don't think this should be a series. It's all over the place. I mean, we just saw. So it's about Talos. Is it Talos or Talos? I always get it wrong. Ben Mendelsohn's character. It's all about the Skrulls, and these Skrulls are taking over, and the stuff between Nick Fury and Rhodey, Don Cheadle there, made no sense at all.
It made no sense.
Nick Fury would know that he's a Skrull, and he would expose them. The whole time they're talking in that hotel room, I'm like, just shoot the guy in the leg, okay? He'll partially turn back into a Skrull. You expose him, and you find out where Rhodey is. Now, we saw in the trailer that there's all these like gurneys with people on them. I think they're keeping people alive, which that would take a lot of resources to do.
Take their memories.
This series isn't very well made, and there's only 2 more episodes left. Is Marvel going to be able to pull it together? And then, why are they releasing this if this is garbage? If it's just kind of okay at best? Like the executives, Kevin Feige and Louis D'Esposito and all the executives over at Marvel Studios and at Disney, they would know. They've seen it already. Why would they release this if it's not very good and it's meandering? I mean, I know that under the previous management there at Disney, under Bob Chapek, okay, I get the impression that he just wanted to churn out all kinds of stuff for Disney Plus to put on streaming, and it just wants more and more content, which is why we're getting all these Disney Plus shows. But you're getting lots more content, but it's very poor quality, or not near the quality that we used to have. And that's why so many people have given up on the MCU. And this show, I'm going to keep watching it, but it's disappointing for me. It's very, very disappointing. What are your thoughts on this show so far and this episode?
Yeah, it's really gone downhill. The whole stuff with his wife doesn't make sense. We find out he knew she was a Skrull, but then they have this weird conversation in this last episode, like he didn't know how she became who she is.
I don't believe that.
And the wife, all of a sudden we get this wife, and now the wife's not in it anymore. Like, she should have been in it from the beginning. That part didn't make sense. And his like dialogue back and forth with people, it's just a lot of nonsense. He like argues with people and stuff, and it just like, just stop it. Like with Ben Mendelsohn's character and the discussion he has with like Rhodey and stuff, it's just too much. And even with his wife, and everyone keeps on saying that he's not the same anymore. Well, I haven't seen it. He seems the same guy to me. They're just keep on saying, they're trying to convince people that he's not the same since he came back, but I think he's the same. He seems the same to me. Anyway, I don't know. I just think it seems like a lot of filler, and Emilia Clarke is not dead. Yeah. Because she just goes and she looks like Emilia Clarke still, and she goes to talk to her father. You think she would be in disguise, and she's supposed to be dead.
Then we get a flashback of her taking the Extremis. So,
it was just
okay.
poor.
That wasn't very well done.
And the whole thing about the Extremis is just too easy. And I don't know. It's just, and the thing about the tracking of Rhodey made no sense. They should just kill him. Why are they tracking him? They know where the president is. They know he's following the president. Like, tracking him doesn't help. And then that whole battle was really
The shootout
lame.
at the end
They're
didn't work very well.
They're like walking in the middle of traffic, and they're not getting shot. And it just was really stupid.
Yeah, not very well done.
It was really bad. And it was boring. And the president, were they trying to kill him because they came close? What are they trying to do? Why didn't they just take him over a long time ago? That would have make sense because they took over all the other leaders. They had access to him all the time. So why are they half killing him? I don't know. I know. It's just.
Are you gonna keep watching the show, or are you tapping out?
Well, we only have like how many more episodes?
2.
Okay, I'll finish watching it, but Because I need to know, because I have to figure out what's happening for the next thing. Cause
you could always just read the synopsis afterwards. And these are short episodes too. This reminds me of a lot of the other Disney Plus and the Star Wars stuff that's all been pushed onto Disney Plus. It's things that would have worked better as theatrical movies. Instead, they drag it out to make like a 6-episode series. Once again, it's 6 episodes, and they're short episodes, just like all the other ones. And so it's just dragged out. But if you condense it down, you get a better story, and you put it up on the screen, and you get more money from it that way. This is, as an aside, I think that what Disney has done with Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm, as well as Pixar to another extent, because they put a bunch of Pixar movies during the pandemic straight to streaming, but by making these shows, whether they be Star Wars or Marvel Studio shows, these MCU shows, it devalues the brand. Because then it's just on TV instead of being an event and go seeing it in the theater.
It's like Boba Fett.
Yeah, if you had made a good Boba Fett movie instead of that garbage show, people would be more excited about it. Instead, people are like, this character's garbage now.
Get really skeptical now about free
Whereas
things that are coming
Obi-Wan would have been way better as a movie. Okay, and some of the shows have worked really well for me. WandaVision worked really well as a series, and so did what's the next one? Falcon and Winter Soldier. That worked quite well for me.
Okay.
For me. But some of the other stuff like Hawkeye,
didn't like that one.
Ms. Marvel, some of those. Okay, this one, Secret Invasion, they would have worked way better as a 2-hour or 2 hours and change movie. Would have worked way better. And now they've devalued the brands. And they've put all this crap onto streaming, which isn't very good. So we got lots of quantity, but the quality is way down. And now the Marvel movies are suffering because they're putting out so much stuff that they can't make them all good. So instead of go back to years ago when they were only doing 2 movies or maybe 3 a year, and they were quite good, but most of them were. There were some misses that people didn't really enjoy, but they were still big successes. Now, because they're doing like 6 projects a year, there's only so many hours in the day, and you only have so many talented people. So then you have to hire people that you wouldn't normally hire, who don't have the experience or the knowledge. And yeah, you need to build that up. So we have poor quality stuff. And I think they should stop with these Disney Plus shows. Maybe you could keep doing the special presentations, like the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Some people like that... what was that Swamp Thing? No, not Swamp Thing. Sorry, that's DC. There was that Werewolf by Night special. I didn't care for that, but some people like that. But also we could do the one-shots, because we used to have all those Marvel one-shots. You can release those on Disney Plus.
This would have been a movie, like, they should have just revealed at the end that he finds out his daughter is one of them, and we find out that that little boy that they try to rescue is the main villain. This would have been like this. These would have been the little choice items that they could have put in the film, and the fact he doesn't know his wife is a Skrull. Okay.
Marvel Studios, including the Secret Invasion, is just putting out poor quality product because this is their product, and if it's poor quality, people aren't going to tune in. So who cares if there's more of it? So we're in the bag because we watch it for content, and also because this is my thing, this MCU universe. I really enjoy it, so I'm going to watch all of them. Just like the Star Wars stuff, I'm going to watch all of that, whether it's good or bad. But not everyone's going to do that. Most people don't have time for that crap. And if it's garbage, no one's going to tune in. So this is not a good strategy on their part. I don't think so. But that's just my opinion. Let us know what you think on Secret Invasion from Marvel Studios, which really should be Nick Fury's Secret Invasion, because then you'd have brand recognition, I guess, for the character. But I don't know. It ain't going great for me. Is it going to get better in the next 2 episodes? I hope so, but I doubt it. Let us know your thoughts on Secret Invasion down in the comments below, please.